Disclaimer: all my videos are for educational purposes only. I am teaching and explaining investment trading to everyone, but I am not giving out any advice. All investments are subject to market risks, so please evaluate carefully before you invest, as you may lose your investment.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about a new class of investments, which I had already mentioned in my previous episode. So in the next couple of videos, I want to start talking about the second class of investments, which is based on currencies. So in today's video though, I want to specifically talk about currencies in general, how currencies came about, how we transitioned from the barter system of commodities to using physical handmade notes and coins as currencies. And I'm going to majorly talk about the foreign exchange market, which is analogous to the stock market in stocks. So this couple of videos is just as a small breather from my first class of investments based on stocks, but don't worry, I will be coming back to it. So let's first dive in and let's see some of these videos based on currencies. So let's head on and now first see what exactly are currencies. Now, let's first figure out what exactly is a currency to begin with. So, a currency is a method of exchange for goods or services provided to you. They are mostly in the form of either paper or coins issued by governments, and they are generally accepted at its face value as a method of payment. Now, you all may very well know that this system of payments via currency had replaced the original system of payments via the barter system, where one goods or services was traded in for another goods or services, right? But what you may not know, and this is a really interesting fun fact, but China was the first ever country to develop a line of currencies by using metals to form coins and use that as a system of currencies. And they had developed this in the late 770 BC. So it's been such a long time and we've gone such a long way from that. Now, talking about coming such a long way, earlier we used to have coins made out of metals and they used to be either hexagonal shape or rectangular shape or even square shape, and now we've come to the circular coins. Then we started to develop physical paper notes and credit cards, debit cards, but now we've also ushered into this age of digital currency, also known as cryptocurrencies. And it's a really interesting field now ever since cryptocurrencies has come into it, and I will be discussing cryptocurrencies in a whole separate video, and it will be really interesting to talk about that, what cryptocurrencies are, how they came into existence, what are the advantages, disadvantages, all of that. So do look forward to that video. But I hope you've gotten a general sense of what these currencies are and how they came about. But now we'll actually go into depth and figure out how this system of currencies actually came about to replace the original system of the barter system payments. So let's move on right ahead. Now, let's delve into some of the reasons why the system of barter exchanges was replaced by the system of currency payments. So, talking about barter system, what exactly used to occur in that was, let's say I as a farmer wanted to purchase a brand new pair of shoes. Then I would exchange a bushel of wheat with a shoemaker to purchase a pair of shoes. Now, some of the reasons which after a long time people started to realize as to why this particular system of barter exchanges wasn't a very fair and convenient method of purchasing and exchanging items for one another was, one thing is that it wasn't a fair method of exchanges, because for one person a bushel of wheat might be valued very much, much more than just one pair of shoes, and for some people it might be worth way less than one pair of shoes. So it wasn't a bias free and fair point of trading. So that is why some people started to realize that we needed a new system of payments, just so that it's fair and it's on one level, that everyone knows that the price you're setting one thing at, you're getting the exact same price for another item. Now, another issue which came up was, there was this example of a man who wants to trade an axe for getting the skin of a woolly mammoth. Now, if you think about it, that seems pretty strange, because you're basically asking a person to value just the hard work put into shaping an axe versus staring down the face of a 12-foot woolly mammoth with its huge tusks, and you have to kill it and skin it off and present that skin in exchange for an axe. So it did seem a little weird and a little uneven in terms of how people used to portray their sense of hard work versus another person's sense of hard work. So that is why it started to become really, really ambiguous and uneven for this sort of a payment to be considered generally. So that is why people started to develop the first system of payment via currencies, because for purchasing an axe, let's say you pay 20 coins, then that 20 coins will always be the value of one axe, whether you go to me or you go to a person B or you go to a person C. All of three of us will be offering only 20 coins and no more, but no less, for that axe. And that is why it established a very uniform and fair method of transactions. So this was some of the reasons, at least, why the original system of barter trading was then later on replaced by the system of currencies. So now, since we figured all this out, let's go ahead and now figure out what exactly is the foreign exchange market, which is analogous to the stock exchange market. Now, to end things with a bang, let's talk about the foreign exchange market, also known as FX or Forex market. Now, the foreign exchange market is a global marketplace for exchanging national currencies against one another. Now, in this, market participants mostly use this Forex market to hedge against international currencies and interest rate risks, or to speculate on geopolitical activities and events, or to diversify their own portfolios, amongst other reasons. Now, in this Forex market, there are a lot of currencies which trade against one another, but some of the most important ones and some of the most highly traded ones are INR, Indian rupees, or the US dollars, or the Great British Pound, or Japanese yen, or euro, amongst others. Now, when we are talking about this Forex market, what basically happens in this is that, let's say when we want to trade US dollars against Great British Pounds, what happens is they give a specific quote of a conversion rate between these two currencies. Now, this is decided on the demand and supply of the relative currencies and what exactly people are demanding and how much are they willing to use as a conversion. So, to give things in a better light, when you're talking about US dollars versus Great British Pound, let's say I want to exchange my Great British Pound for US dollars. So I offer 100 pounds in exchange for $25, whereas someone else might want to offer 110 pounds for $25. So the market constantly rewrites itself and bases it on the demand, what demands are there for that currency, and how much supply they can also give. So, in general, this is a really interesting marketplace to be in, to understand how currencies work against one another and how you get specific quotes for exchange rates between two currencies. Hey guys, this is where I end today's video, but this felt like such a breath of fresh air after talking about the stock market for so many videos. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you got to learn a few new things about currencies, what they are, how they came about, how they replace the system of payments of the barter system, as well as some few things about the forex market. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you're looking forward to next week's video, which is going to be a complete breakdown on cryptocurrencies, what they are, how they came about, some advantages, disadvantages, and all sorts of stuff. So it's really going to be good, and it's going to be insane. So do look forward to that. So until my next video, take care, stay tuned, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.